Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we'll talk about my interview experience at Oracle Cloud Infrastructure OCI. So I gave this interview for software developer role and the position for which I was being interviewed was IC3. But Oracle has similar patterns for IC2 and IC4 as well, just that the level can be a little low or high depending on the level you are being interviewed for. So let's see how it went. So the first and the foremost question is how I received the call. So I received this call via LinkedIn. So what happened, recruiter messaged me and then I shared my resume, all my details, and then we had a conversation on phone. He just discussed a brief about my requirements and my expectations. So that is the way I received the call. If you want to know more about on the ways of receiving the calls, I have shared a detailed video on it. You can check out my previous videos. So let's talk about how did the process go. So first was the screening round. This was a basic screening round that happened, and recruiter scheduled the screening round for me initially, and the questions that were asked to me were like basic tree question. So it was like if the tree is subset of another tree or not. So I had to improve upon the complexity and discussions were around it. So I was not asked to code that particular question, just the logic was discussed. And I think if you are coding on Geeks or if you're coding on LeetCode or any platform, then you should be able to solve this question. Then there was another question for parking lot design. So he asked me to code the classes and interfaces and where all I will use the inheritance and everything. So the interviewer was more interested in how I'm coding the classes and how do I know the object-oriented concepts or not. So basically the interview focused on my overall experience, what sort of experience I have, what sort of languages I have used for coding, and like for my case I did not use Java in professional world. So he was also keen to know that if I'll be able to code in Java or not. So this was all about my screening round. Then after my screening got over, so I received the call from recruiter that I have cleared the screening round, and so they said that they have 5 interviews lined up forward, and they will schedule it either all in one day or maybe in a split like 2 days. So they asked me that when are you comfortable to give these 5 interviews, and they're not elimination round. You will have to give 5 interviews altogether and then they will decide. So it's not like after one interview you will get called for another interview. They all happened in a series. So I took some time of 10 days around, and then my all 5 interviews were scheduled in the single day. They started from like 8:30 in the morning and went over whole day till 9:30 p.m. So let's talk about the first round that I had. So first round was coding round. So the focus of this round was data structure and algorithms. So the question that was asked was I had to find relationships between the currencies. So the values of the currencies were given, like $1 is equal to 70 rupees, and all the relationships were given. So given 2 currencies, I had to find what is the relationship between them. So this was a graph question and they directly did not tell that. I had to derive it and I solved this question using DFS. So basically the coding round happens on a CoderPad platform and they expect you to write the running code. It should be running code, and they gave me around 45 minutes to discuss the whole logic and write the code, and it should be running code. So apart from this, in the remaining time, they discuss the projects and project scenario, and maybe a one leadership principle they asked, like has there been a time when you had to go against team and you made some thing that was not liked by the team, you coded something. So all these scenarios are discussed, and these scenarios or leadership principles are actually asked in every round. So this was all about my first round. So right after a break of like 30 minutes, I had another coding round scheduled, and this coding round focused on object-oriented concepts, like low-level coding, you can say that. So I was asked to design a battlefield, and it was like a ship, 2 ships, and lot of ships are there, and if you hit a point in the ship, then that ship dies, and all those scenarios were given, and it was mainly like focused on classes, interface, inheritance, and all these concepts you should use. And there are other questions that can be asked in this round, like elevator design or parking lot design, and any question, any similar question, but the main focus is object-oriented concepts only. Another question that was asked to me in this round is same as the first round, like leadership principles. So in every round they ask this, like they keep 15 minutes for the project discussion or basic challenges that I have faced in my experience and how I have tackled it. So they focus on this as well. So there was another round that happened that was supposed to be round 3, design round. For me, this happened in night because the person sitting in US just took it from me. So I can say that these rounds can happen in any order, but there have to be 5 rounds and they all are scheduled. So what was the main focus in design round was system design, high level and low level design. They will start with some basic problems. So for me, they asked a build engine design, and it's not that they will not say anything after it. It's like you have to come up with some high level design, and they would want you to drill down in some component. So there are like 100 users and they all push code, and a build happens at the remote site. And how do you build all these codes, and which build will you pick first and which builds you will pick later? So all designs and all the concepts were discussed. So a high level design I gave, and first they asked me to drill down in the storage side and then the networking side, how you will keep load balancer or a master slave architecture, and lot of concepts were discussed, and what type of SQL or no SQL, what type of database you will use and why you use this. Complete discussion is very interactive. You can use a sketchboard or anything to put in your thoughts, and the interviewer will cross question about why you are giving this design. So just is that there is no wrong design and there's no right design. It's just that you have to put in your justification that okay, if I am thinking like this, why I'm thinking like this. So they just see that where you can think and what all concepts you can apply. So that was all about my design round. It was very lively and very interactive, and I thoroughly enjoyed my design round. So now let's move to another round. This was bar raiser round. This happened for me in afternoon only because design round was scheduled in evening, so the order was little disturbed. So here in bar raiser round, this round was not taken by the member of my team. So this round is taken by someone else that checks your fitness for the team. Are you fit for this team or not, or this role or not? So basically in this bar raiser round, I was asked a series of leadership principle questions, and series of scenarios were discussed, like what was the technical challenging problem that you solved, or was there any negative or positive feedback from your peer, and anything related to this. It was a simple 40-45 minutes discussion, and it was not technical. It was basically they wanted to check that what all challenging problems I have done and how confident I am about it, and what sort of situations I'll be able to handle. And these round is actually very important. It's not a technical round, but it holds a lot of value because it checks if the candidate is fit for the role or not. So basically one important point, not one example was asked, a lot of different examples were asked. Like one example generally everyone has prepared, but he asked me repeatedly a lot of questions, so I had to think a lot, and it was at that moment only I had to recall about all my projects I have done in the past. So it was very different round, and I think I passed it because that's why I'm sitting here. So now the last round was hiring manager round, and this round is taken by the immediate manager that you will be working on. So you get lot of insight about the work that you will be working on. Basically this round starts with all the project discussion and what all type of work you have done, and have you interacted with US people or not. And since OCI is all about cloud, so the manager is also interested to know that do you have cloud experience or not. It's not that it is must, but they just want to know what type of work you have done. In this round also you are asked some leadership principles, some scenario based question, and the manager is most interested in what type of work you will be able to do and what you have done. So this is purely a simple discussion, and you can be true, and you can just speak about all the work you have done. So this round goes really smooth. There's no worry about this round. After all the rounds that happened, I got a call from recruiter that I'm selected for IC3 position. So basically I gave this interview for IC3 position, and I was selected for that position only. In some cases, if your design and your coding is maybe not up to that standard they're expecting for that particular position, they give you a lower position as well, but they give you a chance definitely. Like if you are being hired, like if you are being interviewed for IC3, they will still offer you IC2 if your maybe design round was not up to the mark, or coding round, but they offer you some position, and everything still depends on your expectation and your experience and how did your interview went. So I can summarize that these three factors are very important for deciding what role you will be getting in after all the final rounds completes. So I'll be making detailed video on every question that I was asked, and the solution of every problem that I'll be asked. So if you have any questions, please comment below, and please stay connected to look for all my new videos that I'll be putting on related to this hiring process, or we'll bring a lot of other coding problems and experiences as well. So please stay connected and spread this channel out.